be on the landing platform.
Do you have any idea who's behind this attack?
Our intelligence points to disgruntled spice miners on the moons of Naboo.
Master Jedi, may I suggest the Senator be placed under the protection of your graces?
You really think that's a wise decision under these stressful times?
Chancellor, if I may comment, I do not believe
The situation might be disruptive for you, but...
That's possible. He's just returned from a border dispute on Ancion.
the thought of losing you...
I will have Obi-Wan report to you immediately, my lady.
The Trade Federation is to take delivery of a droid army here. And it is clear that Viceroy Gunray, the Commerce Guilds and the Corporate Alliance have both pledged their armies to Count Dooku and are forming a... Wait.
Commerce Guilds are preparing for war, there can be no doubt of that.
Count Dooku must have made a treaty with them.
Unfortunately, the debate is not over. The Senate will never approve the use of clones before the Separatist attack.
This is a crisis. The Senate must vote the Chancellor emergency powers. He can...
Senator Bail Organa and his relief effort. Desperate to aid the esteemed senator, but time runs short for the senator and the good citizens of Christophsis.
Separatist forces have overrun our position.
And we're out of food, water, and munitions. Our situation is desperate.
Senator Organa? Senator Organa!
The ship can carry enough supplies for Senator Organa's headquarters.
My orders are not to engage Trench, just to deliver supplies to Senator Organa.
Send the hyena bombers to hit Senator Organa on the surface.
They're heading for Bail Organa in the command center. They're going to bomb it!
Sir, we have incoming bombers!
Get me General Kenobi!
We are under attack by the Separatist fleet. They're coming by air and by ground. We can't hold out any longer. There's little chance for survival. Help us, General Kenobi. You're our only hope.
I've just spoken to the Senator. They're in dire need of our help.
General Skywalker, I have no idea how you did it, but you saved a great many lives today. My trade mission was successful, thank you for asking. But what's the matter? You all look very somber.
Senator, the fleet protecting Ryloth has been destroyed, and the supply lines have been cut. The troops are out of food, fuel, ammunition, and the civilian population is starving.
That is grim news. What would you have me do?
We've dispatched a ship loaded with relief supplies to meet you on Toydaria. You are a more experienced diplomat than the representative from Naboo, who is already there.
Senator Amidala is an excellent negotiator. I am sure that...
Senator Amidala could not leave the Senate. Representative Binks accompanied the shipment.
You must negotiate the treaty so that we can dispatch ships from Toydaria and get Ryloth the relief supplies it needs.
I understand perfectly.
We intercepted a coded transmission between Senator Organa and the Jedi Council. The Jedi have sent Senator Organa to Toydaria to negotiate a treaty which would allow them to send relief supplies to their forces on Ryloth.
Stop where you are, Offwelder. We will provide you whatever you need to continue your journey, but you may not leave this ship.
I am Senator Bail Organa of the Galactic Republic. I come to speak with the High Exalted King of Toydaria.
Hello! Mission. Senator Organa! It's a pleasure to be seeing you, sir.
And you, Representative Binks. Shall we?
Our laws of hospitality demand that we offer assistance. But this planet is closed to Offworlders.
We are obliged to deliver our message to your king in person. It won't take a minute.
Hello! Your Majesty!
Let me do the talking, okay?
State your business, Offworlders.
Representative Binks of Naboo.
Senator Bail Organa of Alderaan, sire. We have come to ask for your help.
Perhaps you failed to pay attention to the Senate orientation.
Yes, Your Majesty. That is why we have come before you as friends. There is a humanitarian crisis on Ryloth.
Millions would be starving and dying without your help.
My esteemed colleague and I humbly beg that you allow us to use Toydaria as a staging ground to supply the planet with relief aid.
There are other factors you might wish to consider.
I believe you know Lot Dodd.
Yes, we are acquainted. Senator?
Begging your highness, what's he doing here?
The Trade Federation is too chummy with the Separatists for my taste. Perhaps not, but you can understand the confusion.
We are only here to ensure that nothing jeopardizes the agreement between Toydaria and the Trade Federation.
Naboo and Alderaan have a long tradition of providing humanitarian aid. I see no reason for conflict.
I'm sure the Senator mentioned the Separatist blockade around Ryloth.
Yes, Your Majesty. But it changes nothing.
It changes everything. If the Separatists are blockading the planet, I must convene my ministers. Then we shall hear your arguments. We will now hear arguments in the matter of using Toydarian territory. Senator Organa.
Thank you, Your Majesty. The operation the Republic proposes is purely humanitarian. We wish to deliver food and medical supplies to the people of Ryloth. But if you won't listen to me, wise king, listen to Senator Ornfree Tar of Ryloth, who is well aware of the suffering of his people.
Your Highness, our cities lie in ruins. Our transportation hubs are all but destroyed, so I cannot return home.
Great King, Senator Organa is deceiving you. Is a battlefield. The planet is under a Separatist blockade.
Your Majesty, the people of Ryloth did not ask to be invaded. Do not let them suffer because war came to them.
I sympathize with the plight of the Twi'leks, but this is not about saving them.
Thank you, Senators. You have given us much to consider. I will summon you once I have made my decision. After considerable debate, I am sorry, Senator Organa. But for the sake of my people, Toydaria must remain neutral.
That did not go well.
What are Risa gonna do now?
My friends. Toydaria...
I'm glad you agree, Your Highness. What are you prepared to do?
You may use Toydaria to transfer the supplies you brought with you.
That's only enough food for one, maybe 2 rotations.
It will have to do. And you must guarantee that the Trade Federation will not be able to link Toydaria to the mission.
Agreed. I have an idea. I'll signal you when the ships are ready to depart.
So I won't let you down, Senator.
We're pleased you could join us, Senator. Your Majesty?
The pleasure is mine.
I am afraid that pressing matters require me to make immediate contact with Alderaan. But I leave you in the capable hands of my colleague, Representative Binks. Move those supplies into the transport as soon as possible.
Repeat, the ships are ready to launch.
Safe journey, my friends. I hope when we meet again, it is under more pleasant circumstances.
Stop right there.
You look pale, Senator.
I have just received
If the Trade Federation has proof of any treaty violation, you are welcome to present it to the full Senate.
You play a dangerous game, Organa. Next time, you will not get away with this.
The Republic has heart, my friend. But I am not convinced it has the strength to prevail. However, After what I witnessed here today, perhaps it is time I reconsidered our neutrality. Tell the Jedi I am open to meeting with them.
Master Yoda will be glad to hear it.
For now, at least, the people of Ryloth shall endure.
Senator Russ Clovis is secretly...
Senator Amidala.
General Skywalker, you finally found... Taking a pleasure trip? Maybe you can say a few words on my behalf.
The Council's new leader.
Not the typical Mandalorian welcome. Senator Organa teased you'd have a royal court waiting. Bail Organa and I are leading a conference concerning the refugees from the war.
Padme!
Bail, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for hosting this conference. Dealing with the refugees of this war needs to be our #1 priority.
Absolutely. Your presence here is greatly appreciated. Come. Senator Mothma and I will take you to your quarters.
If you'll excuse me.
As the conflict that divides our galaxy escalates, we cannot lose perspective on the value of life and the price of freedom. No one knows this better than the distinguished Senator Padme Amidala of Naboo.
Thank you, Senator Organa. Cost of that one conflict.
Get a medical droid! We need a medic!
Padme, I'm sorry. For what, Ahsoka? You did all you could.
Did you find the assassin?
She ran off before I could get her.
She?
Yes, she. I am positive now that it is Aurra Sing who is out to get you. Please return to Coruscant immediately.
Padme, I agree with the Padawan. It is far too dangerous for you to give your speech tonight.
If someone wants me dead, they will follow me wherever I go.
But you know my visions are all mixed up. What if what I saw was the attempt that just happened?
Padme, I'm not willing to gamble with your life.
Wait a minute. I think I have a way we can get around putting you in jeopardy, and have you attend the conference.
Fear, in these times, of its people. And together we shall represent them. We need legislation to defend if there is no future beyond their warfare.
Sure.
But Senator Organa, it just wouldn't be... Quick,
This situation cannot be delayed. Now stand aside. I apologize for my abruptness.
Oh, Senator Organa. How good to see you. What is it?
Senator Philo has called a meeting in the lobby before we vote on the Enhanced Privacy Invasion Bill. We must hurry if we are to stop the vote. Coming, Senator Amidala? We cannot allow the Chancellor to move this Enhanced Privacy Invasion Bill forward.
We are all to be in my power. This will be quick and painless. Do nothing, and it will all be over soon.
I don't know who you think you are, but I, for one, have no intention of listening to...
You'll all gather at the center of this lovely atrium.
I see 5 of them here in the room. If we...
What are you going to do? It's not like we carry weapons.
I can't let them search me.
What? Why not? What is it?
Where might you be?
I am Padme. The Galactic Senate will not treat with terrorists.
Skywalker, after him!
The lightsaber. I've got it.
What? Why do you have a Jedi's lightsaber?
Breathe on one of these lasers. The whole room will blow up.
I think we should just sit here.
Well, that's not a very good idea. Now, quickly! We don't have much time.
Holding the Galactics to debate the true cost of the war.
Order! Order!
Our generals inform us that troops in the field continue to perform valiantly. What we cannot afford is to be irresponsible. The Republic is near bankruptcy due to the cost of this war.
We will gain access to the needed funds.
Do you hear yourselves? More money, more clones. What about moral responsibility?
Out now! Members of the Senate, I suggest we table any emergency bill until it is determined whether or not deregulation is the right course of action.
Given that the Separatists have put a call for negotiations on the table, the need for additional troops seems ill-timed.
Which means there is no need to deregulate the banks.
Members of the Senate! Million clone troopers.
The Republic is already operating in deep debt. How do you propose we pay for these additional troops?
My people are drafting an emergency appropriations bill that would raise funds. Young senator from Naboo makes a point.
Your Republic forces have carried out a barbaric attack on our people. And among the deaths was the very sponsor of the peace accord, Senator Mina Bond.
Thank you, Tekla. Yes, my lady. I can't believe it. I just can't believe the Republic would target Senator Bonteri. She was the only one willing to stand up for peace.
You shouldn't believe it. The Republic spies are reporting that Senator Bonteri was murdered by Dooku's thugs. That message to the Senate was a ploy to disguise his true actions.
I am so sorry, Padme.
If your friend met with a violent end because of her politics, let's make sure her courageous effort wasn't in vain.
What can we do?
For one, defeat this bill.
Can we really win this war with the troops that we have?
Let's hope we don't have to. I'll start lining up support, but I'll need ammunition.
We can't afford ammunition, remember? I joke.
Go to the banking clan and see how much interest they're going to charge for the loan. The more I know about what the exact cost of this bill will be, the better I can make my case to defeat it. 25% interest? That's a lot of credits.
The interest alone could completely bankrupt the Republic. As it is, social services have suffered because of this war. Education, infrastructure, healthcare. If we go deeper into debt, the basic needs of our people will evaporate.
This is good. Clearly, taking out a loan on such obscene terms would essentially destroy the Republic, regardless of the outcome of the war. We only need to sway another handful of senators. As long as they don't buckle to the threats, some members have received messages warning them not to vote against the bill. Considering what's happened to your friend Bonteri, they're frightened.
Can't you all see this bill is short-sighted? Millions of clones won't win this war. The only winner will be the banking clan. They want to pass this bill so badly, they're using scare tactics to sway votes.
I am not intimidated, Senator Amidala.
Then why are you voting for additional troops? What happened?
I am fine.
This is outrageous. Something has to be done.
Padme, This will not change my mind. No matter what, I will vote against the bill.
As long as senators are being threatened and attacked, I'm afraid we don't stand a chance.
Intimidation won't work on everyone. Senator Farr's proof of that.
Even so, we're still at least 6 votes short of a majority. And you saw how effective my plea was today.
Some minds can't be altered no matter what they hear.
From my experience, it depends a great deal on who's sending the message.
And what are you thinking?
Bale, you're the finest public speaker I know. If anyone can convince the Senate that voting for this bill will bankrupt the Republic, both financially and spiritually, it's you.
It will be dangerous.
I urge you to speak before the full Senate.
I'll need some time to prepare.
Good. In the meantime, I'll pay another visit to those still undecided.
Where does Senator Organa stand on all this? Why isn't he here?
Senator Organa is preparing to speak before the full Senate.
Senator Organa? I'll listen to what he has to say.
So you are open to voting with us?
I said I'll listen to what he has to say.
I'm sure when Christo and the others hear what Bale has to say, they will vote our way.
You're not gonna get away like your lady friend, Senator!
Senator!
Medic!
Bale! What happened?
Padme.
Senator, you need to lie down.
My speech. My speech. The Senate is expecting me.
Is there any way?
I'm sorry. He's in no condition to even stand. We need to take him to the hospital. Of course. Take him at once.
The speech. Padme, you must address the Senate. Only you can do this.
I told Senator Organa I'd allow him to speak.
You must give the speech in his place.
But they're expecting to hear from the great Bale Organa. He carries a certain weight. He's seen as a voice of reason.
Unfortunately, Senator Organa is nowhere to be found.
I will speak on his behalf.
A different war is waged in the Galactic Senate. Senator Padme Amidala.
Senator Amidala, they're ready for your speech now. It's time.
It is quite exciting.
Exciting isn't exactly the word I would use. I think terrifying is more appropriate.
Pay her no mind, Senator Organa. Even as a girl, Padme downplayed her strengths. Helps her maintain the element of surprise. Truly, you have turned the tide.
Senator Bertoni, this is a private conversation.
How dare you? We are not pro-separatist. We want to end the war.
Committing more troops to the front lines will not allow diplomacy to resume.
Senators, please.
Mission of the clones into a seat in the Galactic Senate. But this does not give you free rein. Thank you for visiting, Senator.
Well, we must be doing something right if we've rattled Senator Bertoni.
What matters is that we've made great strides in our fight against this bill.
I'm just trying to do what's right. I only wish I'd tried doing that a long time ago.
To victory! And an end to this war!
To victories. Uncle, what is it? It's his heart! Please! Someone get help!
But he never compromised his principles.
Senator, if you need anything...
What we need is to get his resolution passed.
I'll need to find out who wanted to hurt Senator Farr. Actually kill him, more accurate. What with him being dead. Be here, and he would.
Lieutenant, even Ono's political enemies respected him. We need time to deal with this situation.
Time. There's no time for time. A murderer is on the loose, and it's my job to find him. Now, if I were poison, of course. Hide, and it always comes back to haunt them. Good day.
Murder. It's inconceivable.
Who would wish Anaconda harm? What if it's the bill? What if we're all being targeted?
Speculation gets us nowhere. There is work to do. We should double our efforts on the vote. It will be even harder with Ono gone.
No. No. We should delay the vote.
But why?
No one will give the vote their full attention until they know what's happened to Ano.
Well, maybe I can put a motion on the floor. I don't think anyone will object given the circumstances.
Good.
Detective Deaver specifically asked us not to interfere.
Running around could disrupt our coalition.
Yet you still seem determined to see this through. And I don't suppose you'd consider bringing Captain Typho with you?
No. I'd rather do this quietly.
Then perhaps Senator Organa, you should accompany her.
I think that's an excellent idea.
I don't need a guardian.
Of course not, my dear. Think of it as precautionary.
Don't worry. I won't get in your way.
And I know exactly where to start.
You're suggesting one of us killed Anaconda Farr.
How delightful.
I don't find any of this amusing.
Neither do I.
Every time Ano...
You both opposed Ano's ideas in the Senate. With enough at stake, maybe you decided to silence his voice. For good.
And you just happened to know about this meeting how?
Oh, I was having Ono followed. Just because I respected Ono, doesn't mean I wasn't trying to get dirt on him.
Of course. Have I said that I think we're very far out of our element here?
Yes, Vale. I believe you mentioned it once, or twice.
Using this investigation to bury your grief might not be the best way to do.
I'm not.
Then why can't you just leave it to Lieutenant Devo? Padme! Wait! Watch out!
Senator Amidala, is it possible you might be going deaf?
Lieutenant?
Because when
I had some information about a lead here at the docks.
Which you naturally brought to me straight away so I could investigate, only... No, wait, you did the exact opposite of that.
My friend was murdered. I don't care about rules.
Don't care about rules? My dear, without rules, there's only chaos. Everyone must care about rules.
We know that.
But now you've alerted the killer that you're onto him, and my investigation is that much harder. Do you have any idea how many reports I'll have to file now? Yes, that's what I'm saying.
What if we were sent here on purpose?
To the docks?
Yes! What if this was all a setup? What if Dichi sent us here just so he could kill us?
If we hurry, we might still be able to catch Dichi before he leaves the Senate.
Agreed.
But wait, I'm still investigating!
Senator Dici. I'm sure you're surprised. He's dead.
He's been stabbed.
This is definitely gonna require another report. The killer is...
Why? So the killer can take us all out at once?
Did get through my security. It's very unlikely that all of you would end up dead.
We have far too easy a target sitting here. I am leaving.
No, you can't leave, Lolo. I think, in this instance, the inspector is right.
Who else knew you were going to the docks?
Just Senator Bertoni. She was the only other one in the room with us.
It's been a difficult time. You've handled yourself well.
I had to try. Anno believed if you see injustice, you can't wait for someone else to fix it. You must stand up and get involved.
You did.
She's in the East Wing car.
Guards, go!
I woke up here.
Senator Lolo has a very different story. She says you attacked her. You were in Dici's office to hear about that meeting at the docks. A meeting I think Farr had with you. Ordered an extensive forensic report on Farr as soon as he died. The poison which killed Farr only affects Rhodian blood, and it was developed... You're Kaminoan, you had access to the poison. That's motive, means, and opportunity. Guards?
You're coming with me. Including you.
He was sorry.
So I removed him.
Look down!
Troopers shall...
After all that, we lost.
I know this decision was most unexpected. I myself don't support it, but democracy must stand.
Of course. You're right, Chancellor.
Actually, given recent... how can we justify fortifying...
For these important negotiations.
The Republic without reservation, the Separatist state legitimate.
About the legitimacy of the Separatists?
Bonteri here. He was not invited.
You didn't mention that Lux Bonteri would be here.
I didn't know.
Of Mina Bonteri. Loyal Separatist. A patriot. Dooku in cold blood!
That is a lie!
Welcome home, Chancellor. I'm thankful to the Jedi for bringing you here safely. Anakin...
They're expecting a large crowd, which means it will be difficult. The stage is set.
The pride I feel for this planet cannot be put into words. It was all masterminded. Naboo has ended come among.
Security guard on the stairs. Star Wars. All right, you two.
This way, Your Majesty. Hurry!
Once again, you have all distinguished yourselves in the eyes of the Republic. And the people of Naboo are in your debt.
You know that you even have the whole truth.
But first, Master Yoda must give a eulogy to the fallen Jedi warrior.
Parties are. And we shall all find ourselves here. In time. A moment of silence, I ask.
Company?
And the Republic itself.
to reveal the name of the true mastermind behind the bombing of the Jedi Temple. Letta told Ahsoka...
Have a reason.
Involve the that the Jedi are the ones responsible for this war.
Excuse me if I find it hard to trust you, Clovis. You used to sit on this very Senate, even as you funneled credits into the droid foundries of Count Dooku.
I understand all of your trepidation.
And once we find this corruption?
I only want the banking to reveal the truth behind what is happening.
Now.
And the veracity of this information.
Loaded the files from the Mune... You don't want me working with him?
And what of the Chancellor?
To help save her people from certain doom.
I have humbly come before you to ask for assistance in our time of need, Chancellor.
Queen, if I may introduce two of our best ambassadors.
Chancellor Palpatine.
Come along, Nigel.
The Republic cannot praise you enough. Thank you, Senator Organa. The end of Count...
Well, it couldn't possibly myself.
But the fighting will continue until General Grievous is spare parts.
Well, I will do everything I can in the Senate. Excuse me.
Sit.
Now that he has control of the Jedi Council, the Chancellor has appointed governors to oversee all star systems in the Republic.
When did this happen?
Oh, that decree was posted this morning.
Do you think he'll dismantle the Senate? Why bother?
We cannot let 1,000 years of democracy disappear without a fight. Suggesting, I apologize, I don't mean to sound like a separatist.
We are not separatists trying to leave the Republic. Preserve democracy in the Republic.
And we cannot continue debating about this any longer. We have decided to do what we can to stop it. Senator Mon Mothma and I are putting together an organization...
Say no more, Senator, I understand. At this point, some things are better left unsaid.
Agreed. And so we will not discuss this with anyone without everyone in this group agreeing.
That means those closest to you, even family.
We cannot let this turn into another war.
Absolutely, that is the last thing we want.
We are hoping to form an alliance in the Senate.
The Jedi are not...
Well then, let us see what we can accomplish in the Senate before we include the Jedi.
What's going on here?
There's been a rebellion, sir. Don't worry, the situation is under control. I'm sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave.
And so it is.
Get him! Let him go!
Hopefully we'll be able to intercept a few Jedi before they walk into this catastrophe.
Master Kenobi.
Repeat.
Master Kenobi.
Senator Organa. My clone troops turned on me. I need help.
We have just rescued Master Yoda. It appears this ambush has happened everywhere. We're sending you our coordinates.
How many other Jedi have managed to survive?
Heard from no one, have we?
I saw thousands of troops attack the Jedi Temple. That's why I went looking for Yoda.
Have we had any contact from the temple?
Received a coded retreat message, we have.
It requests all Jedi to return to the temple. It says the war is over.
Well, then we must go back. If there are any stragglers, they will fall into the...
We're receiving a message from the Chancellor's office, sir.
Send it through.
Yes, sir.
Senator Organa, the Supreme Chancellor requests your presence at a special session of Congress.
I will be there.
He'll be expecting you.
Could be a trap.
I don't think so. The Chancellor will not be able to control the thousands of star systems without keeping the Senate intact.
If a special session of Congress there is, easier for us to enter the Jedi Temple it will be.
And the Jedi Rebellion has been foiled.
What's happened?
The Chancellor's been elaborating on a plot by the Jedi to overthrow the Senate.
And deformed. For a safe!
So this is how liberty dies. With thunderous applause.
Hurry! Careful timing we will need.
Activate your homing beacon when you're ready.
Into exile. I must go. Failed, I have.
Excuse me, Master Yoda. Obi-wan Kenobi has made contact. We'll take her to the medical center. Quickly!
She's dying.
We don't know why.
Babies.
Hidden. Safe. The children must be kept.
We must take them somewhere where the Sith will not sense their presence.
Split up, they should be.
My wife and I will take the girl. We've always talked of adopting a baby girl. She will be loved with us.
Until the time is right, disappear we will. Master Kenobi.
Captain Antilles.
Yes, Your Highness.
I'm placing these droids in your care. Treat them well, clean them up. Have the protocol droids mind white.
Shouldn't have come here. There's nothing you could have done for either of them. Why risk it? There's a patrol coming. You must leave. Where is your ship? This way. Here. If you need anything, you can contact me with this.
No. I'm tired of fighting.
You there?
What can I do for you, officer?
Let's see some identification.
Of course.
Senator Organa of Alderaan.
That's right.
I'm afraid no one's allowed back here, Senator. Imperial orders.
Forgive me. It's easy to get lost with all that has happened. Still, we have a duty, don't we? An obligation to uphold when we're able.
We'll have to escort you back to the procession, Senator.
I understand. And if you should ever need anything, please contact me.
While the cataclysmic storm on Kameen hit,
the deployment of the clone army was a result of the Emergency Powers Act, put forward by then-Chancellor Palpatine during the Separatist crisis. Shifting to a military of citizens swearing loyalty fundamentally goes against the principles of this body.
I strongly disagree, Senator Organa.
Where does the Emperor stand on this issue, since he remains absent from these proceedings?
What about the interests of the clone troopers?
The clone...
How can we debate commissioning a new army without a plan in place to care for our current...
I hear your concerns, Senator TOTJ.
Well, until then, I motion to table the vote on the Defense Recruitment Bill.
I second.
A few vocal senators will not derail us.
They already have. If any of them begin to dig further into what truly happened to Kamino...
Senator Organa.
Hello, Ryo. R2-C4, keep an eye out. You caused quite a stir during yesterday's session.
Curious how speaking up for what's right has become an act that causes a stir. Unlike inaction, apathy, or ignorance.
Indeed. I heard you had a meeting with Admiral Rampart. Was it productive?
Surprisingly so. I expected more pushback, yet he conceded to many of my requests for the clones.
Rampart is skilled at saying all the right things, especially when he doesn't want anyone looking deeper. There are other whispers, if you listen closely enough.
The issue of clone rights is part of a much bigger picture. These insurgencies that have arisen, their numbers are growing. And the Emperor is afraid. If systems begin to revolt as they did with the Republic, that will threaten his new empire.
It's rather convenient, wouldn't you say? How a catastrophic storm destroyed the cloning facilities on Kamino, making way for the Empire's new military. Tipoca City, designed to be submersible, weathered thousands of storms over the years, yet it's suddenly wiped off the map.
I spoke to a clone who claimed Rampart gave an order to attack the Kaminoan cities.
Did he offer proof?
He said he was assigned to the ship that opened fire. If we can convince him to testify...
Where is the clone now?
In hiding. My guards are out searching.
Be careful, Ryo. You may not be the only one looking for him. An assassin? It appears Rampart is resourceful in covering up his misdeeds.
Which is why I intend to be equally resourceful. Some associates of mine are helping procure evidence of his attack on Kamino to present to the Senate.
And you're confident they can accomplish this?
Very. Won't leave such an important task to chance. Other senators may have intel useful to my efforts.
If you're intent on seeing this through, then there is someone you should speak with. But her cooperation may not be forthcoming. Halle Bertoni.
Former senator for Kamino.
She was part of the Defense Finance Committee before being removed from office. Follow the money. It always leaves a trail.
Could we go further?
Approval.
Senator Organa! Got it!
Senators! New evidence has come to light which must be considered.
What so?
Exposing a rogue element within our ranks. And security. Due to the nefarious actions of Admiral Randler, heralded by the Imperials.
Please, this way. I was beginning to think you lost this. Things have only gotten worse.
They don't want anybody to know about you because...
You repeat what he says, even though you don't really know it.
There is no one I trust more with my child than you. Please. One last fight.
My father will rescue me! He'll send a whole army!
He fought beside her father during the war.
Your father sent me.
You sound like my parents.
I let your parents know you're safe.
Did my father even send you?
Of course he did. Well, there are some, like your dad, who are trying to.
My father is Bail Organa. He's a senator.
If you tell me where the path is, you can go home to your family.
I'll have to tell my father first. That's okay, right? You said we're all on the same side.
I know we said no communication, but your silence worries me. If he's found you, if he's learned of the children, if I don't hear from you soon, I'll head to Tatooine. Owen will need help with the boy. I pray you're safe, Obi-Wan. Both of you. If he's learned of the children, I'll head to Tatooine. Owen, help the boy.
Please tell your father I tried.
You said there were many ways to lead.
Looks like I was right.
If I'm going to do this, I'm going to want to change a few things.
Then let's change things together.
So who is it today? More cousins?
Not exactly.
Who am I to separate a young lady from her droid?
Obi-Wan.
Thank you.
Of course. We can never repay you.
Well, she has already done.
I fear for her future. The Empire grows stronger and bolder.
Well, if you ever need my help again, you know where to find me.
Let's hope that day never comes.
You don't have to. Thank you.
That's very generous, sir.
Well, I'm very fond of these droids.
Then I'm glad we could return them.
The simplest gesture of kindness can fill a galaxy with hope.
Isn't that a Jedi saying?
Safe travels, my friend.
Safe travels.
You didn't tell them my name.
Of course I didn't, Senator Organa, but this entire ordeal has rather stressed every one of my circuits. Permission to shut down?
Granted. You recorded everything, old friend? Good. We'll focus on the Imperials later. For now, show me what you have on your rebels. Hello, my friend. It is good to see you again.
I don't understand. I met you once, for a few moments. I don't even know your name.
His name is Senator Bail Organa.
And the crews of the blockade runners?
Members of other rebel cells.
We weren't supposed to meet. That was the protocol.
The protocol is...
It seems Senator Organa has found a shipwork sympathetic to our cause.
You can report to Senator Organa that his intel has arrived, safe and sound.
Senator Mothma.
Senator Organa.
Perrin.
Bail, how are you?
I'm free. That was my last investiture party of the season.
Oh, don't tell me you've left Paul Breyer up there all alone.
No, we had to split up to cover the rounds. I drew Sculdin.
Yes, we almost did that, but...
Not tonight.
No, you're family now. You're in for the show. Good luck with it.
We called in every favor, with every smuggler, traitor, and pirate we know. Even asked Senator Organa to inquire with his sources, but we couldn't find them. Senator Organa heard about our losses on Gorel. He's sending us reinforcements. His agent is coming to Lothal with 3 cruisers.
You must be Leia Organa, Princess of the Royal House of Alderaan.
And aid to my father, Senator Bail Organa.
Report on the apparent disappearance of the Geonosian people. After some debate, we decided to take a risk and investigate. No, you were looking for the team we already sent. We lost contact with them 2 cycles ago.
Do you think it was the Empire?
Unknown. Contact was lost after the team reported an energy source on the planet's surface.
Your primary mission is to recover our people, and any intel they gather.
Unfortunately, all we were able to recover were images of the poison canisters, used by the Empire against the Geonosians.
The images are frightening, but will not be enough to convince the Senate of the Empire's atrocities. They may, however, help us recruit more systems to our cause.
Your intel concerning these matters, acquisition of a shield core and the rescue of Saw Gerrera, makes the mission a profound success. Well done.
What's going on?
Ambassador Ora, he's been arrested. What? Stormtroopers in the Senate. No warrant, no charges. It's my people today and yours tomorrow. Remember, Gorman? This will be you soon enough. Remember this thing.
Have you seen the numbers? The Gorman dead? It's beyond belief.
Don't put on the Imperial news.
I've seen it. It's insane.
The winner writes the story.
Well, they haven't won yet. I need to make a speech tomorrow.
They'll never let you take the floor.
I've seen you work miracles before. Has to be done, Bail. I can't take it anymore. And yes, I know there's no telling what the Emperor's capable of at this point. Anything is possible, but they've gone too far, and we all know it. We need to speak out. We need to stand up and speak the truth. And then we need to leave. Both of us. We need an exit plan, and we need to make it now while we still have the time.
We have a plan. That's not the issue.
Then what is it?
I'm not going anywhere.
Are you telling me to be silent?
It's not like that.
Senator?
We talked about this. What might happen? If this isn't the limit, then what is?
It's not so easy.
Compared to what? Nothing we will ever do will be as hard as hiding all these years.
Come on. It's not that. At all. It's me. I have to stay. We have to buy time. We're not ready. Yavin isn't ready. We need to stall. But you're right, something needs to be said. And Yavin needs your leadership. I just can't go with you. Not yet.
You'd be a hostage.
Let's hope not. Work on the speech, and be very careful. Senator Tone found a listening device in her office. And tell no one. Be ready to leave the moment you're done. And be very careful.
Bail Organa's team is corrupted.
Which team is that?
The one that's taking you to Yavin after your speech. You need to think clearly.
Oh, be careful what you ask for.
You can't leave with Bail's people. And you can't tell anyone what I've just told you. If you go with Bail's plan, you'll be in a cell before sunset. And I'm sorry about Erskine, but what I'm telling you about Bail is true.
All we know about Bail Organa's team is that there's something wrong.
Bail's people might be there already.
Here we are. This day has finally come.
You don't have to do this.
If you're brave enough to stay, I should be brave enough to go.
There'll be an escort team waiting. A team of 3. You need to leave the moment you're done. They'll be at Gate 9. Get down there. Do what they tell you.
Do you trust them?
Of course.
Do you know them?
Personally, no, I can't. It's not safe. Don't worry about me. Once I get you started, I'll have my head down. Next year. Yavin.
Take care of yourself, Bale.
We do what we can. Tear the shit out of this place.
I'd like to yield a moment of my time to the senior senator of Alderaan, who has a point of order to address.
Thank you, Senator Irving. You know, there's a strict agenda this morning, but as per the latest Imperial ruling on Senate protocols, I'd like to invoke Article 17252. A17252 was, as you may recall, proposed directly by the Emperor's Council. It specifically states that a senior senator, in the case of emergency,
may yield the floor freely, without interruption, to another senior senator. Now, Senator Carlu spoke so passionately about the Imperial martyrs from yesterday's events in Organa. I listened very carefully, as did you all.
He clearly and repeatedly used the word emergency.
And as there's been no objection to this description from the floor,
I am invoking Article 17252 and yielding the floor to the senior senator from Chandrila.
Shut it down.
Yes! Genocide! And that truth has been...
Whoever they are, Senator Organa wants them to get where they're going, and he's trusting us to get them fuel.
If he trusts us, why is he keeping us in the dark?
For too long, I've watched the heavy hand of the Empire strangle our liberties.
No one would like to believe General Kenobi's alive more than I would. But Senator Organa confirmed his death.
Maybe he was wrong.
Senator Organa was right. It was too soon for open warfare against the Empire. Captain, I commend your bravery in protecting your fellow pilots, as do I. Senator Organa may be able to shed some light on that for us.
My sources in the Senate confirm that the Empire has established a new communications relay in the Jalindi system. It greatly expands their command and control throughout the surrounding sectors, and enabled them to respond much more quickly to your incursion.
We do not mistreat our prisoners. You are authorized to proceed.
Based upon data provided by Captain Syndulla, the TIE Defender Elite.
If we can't find a way to fight this thing, it's imperative we prevent it from being mass-produced.
Considering the Empire's defenses and our limited attack capability, I'm not sure now is the right time. What about the blockade and Admiral Thrawn? Captain Syndulla, this is a closed-door council.
Senator, if I may, I know the odds are against this attack's success. But if that fighter goes into production, our squadron, united by our courage...
Tell me why, whenever I'm being scolded for troubling you, I'm reminded how fragile it's all become.
This is more than inconvenient. You've already got an Imperial...
You're sure he's in Jeddah?
He's been warned.
He's insane. He's not.
Which is how you're sure he's on Jeddah.
Sir, Admiral Radis... Well, speak up! Apparently, it's coming in hot, unauthorized, and requesting landing.
Is this Andor?
I believe so.
With a stolen ship, on an unsupervised mission.
You can make that case.
Incredible.
Makes the Senate look easy, doesn't it?
Is this everyone?
We don't have a quorum.
They'll be back soon enough.
We're not here to vote.
Captain?
Sir?
Apparently, you've been chasing something you feel is worth violating every rule we live by.
Not exactly. I went to save an old friend. Of that, I'm guilty. It's what I learned when I got there that made us come back so recklessly.
You went to save Luthen Rael.
So where is she?
She's been taken to the infirmary.
Well, let's have it, Captain.
He was hidden there for years.
Project.
That's hardly a secret. We've been funding it for years.
Without details or inspection. Then what's the point?
And an Imperial engineer.
All of this conveniently wrapped in a big energy
The problem, Captain, is Luthen. I know you share a long history. Both of you. It's hard not to wonder if your judgment here might be less than objective.
I'll have to disagree. It's everything I know about Luthen that makes me believe this is real.
We're talking about someone who's...
Any of you? Does anyone in this room, besides Senator Mothma, have any idea? I know what was wrong with him. I had a front row seat on that. And I made my choice 2 years, but it's insulting to hear him run down by people who have given a fraction of his sacrifice to this rebellion.
Enough! When's the last time you two spoke?
A year ago.
A year ago.
When he had me rescue Senator Mothma from the Senate.
Duly noted. A lot can happen in a year, wouldn't you agree? He stayed on Coruscant too long. The rumors we've been hearing is that the ISB was on to Luthen.
I'm afraid it's just as easy to believe that Luthen was the one being played.
Or worse. His paranoia, his secrecy, his inability to collaborate, the web of doubts that he created. It makes everything unbelievable.
Merrick will be back tomorrow night.
We'll follow up tomorrow night with a full session. As of now, Captain Andor, you are forbidden from accessing your ship and confined to quarters.
Requesting permission to visit the infirmary.
Permission granted.
You have news.
You need to hear us out.
The man you do not like is here.
Excuse us, droid. Sleep well?
No.
Ever sleep well?
No.
Then we have something in common. General Draven has your orders. Proceed to your contact, learn what you can. Do it quickly.
Can I ask what changed?
If I die fighting the Empire, I want to go down swinging. You find that amusing?
No, but you and Luthen would have gotten along much better than you think.
May the Force be with you, Captain.
Are we really talking about disbanding something that we've worked so hard to create?
We've only now managed to gather our forces.
It is simple. The Empire has the means. Rebellion does not.
With this much power, and you condemn the galaxy to an eternity of...
Like what the others say, war is inevitable.
Yes, I agree. I must return to Alderaan to inform my people that there will be no peace. We will need every advantage.
Your friend, the Jedi.
He served me well during the Clone Wars, and has lived in hiding since the Emperor's purge. Yes, I will send for him.
You will need someone you can trust.
I would trust her with my life.
Captain Activities General Kenobi, years ago you served my father in the Clone Wars. Now he begs you to help him in his struggle against the Empire. I regret that I am unable to present my father's request to you in person, but my ship has fallen under attack, and I'm afraid my mission to bring you to Alderaan is failed. I have placed information vital to the survival of the rebellion into the memory systems of this R2 unit. My father will know how to retrieve it. You must see this droid safely delivered to him on Alderaan. This is our most desperate hour. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.